Panharmonicon presents a podcast.
Hey, man. Aren't you a little bit early?
Yeah, about an hour and a half, man. See, I want to get here by early, see if anyone's here, man. I got this little action happening tonight, man, if you know what I mean.
So I guess you got the wrong house.
Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop it up, chop, chop, chop it up.
Just like
Chop
Ben
it up,
Affleck.
chop, chop, chop it up.
Just like
Chop
Ben
it up,
Affleck.
chop, chop, chop it up.
Just like
This
Ben
movie,
Affleck.
Freddy Krueger. It's like, nah, it's a totally different thing. We talking about dazed and confused and everything. I almost tripped up. And then I got my syllables back. And now I'm gonna drink a watery snack.
Bad for audio, but he does it anyway.
All right.
Be a lot cooler if you didn't. No, you gotta hydrate. It's good.
Yeah,
Drink your water, people. Drink your water.
Doing it.
Except when you're recording.
Yes, sir.
It's for iliotophobia. It's not a real word.
No, I thought it was.
Yeah.
The fear of like water in your audio.
It's like you stuttered just enough times, but said it just confidently
Yeah,
enough to
right.
make me think that it was something. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I landed that plane somehow.
Welcome back. Welcome back to a podcast that we call Panharmonicon Studios Presents.
Movie podcast.
All right.
I'm one of your hosts, Farron,
This is Andrew.
And I am Damon.
and we are starting today with a little bit of that good old Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and confused. Left us dazed and confused.
And a lot of the people who were in the film, at least story-wise, were dazed and confused because they were simply high all day.
Drunk and high.
Oh,
Literally all day.
Yeah.
bro, that had to be the weakest weed I've ever seen in my life. For them to somehow just maintain it.
Either that or that tolerance is
day.
nuts. So,
Yeah.
but before we get to that, and before we get to our other bits of hijinks, how we doing?
Maybe I should have talked about this on the other one and then talked about this one. But SCGCon Cincinnati is coming. I guess it would have been 2 weeks past.
Yeah.
Yes, because it is weird batch recording this. It's on the 15th through the 17th.
Oh, that's
This weekend.
dang. Okay.
Should have said that.
No,
Would have been the least confusing way to do that. So I think I'm going on Saturday. Is at least I'm going to try to go do a Mystery Booster 2 draft.
Okay.
I have very low hopes that I'll actually get a slot, because I still haven't signed up.
Where is this at? Where is this being held at?
Downtown.
It's across the. Is it downtown or is it in northern Kentucky?
I have the location screenshotted, so I can let you know.
Okay.
When I have access to my cellular device. It used to be at the Cintas Center, I think, and then it is not there for some reason. So it's somewhere.
Okay.
In the downtown area. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm so on the fence. Like I just don't know like what cards I need. I guess because it's a good opportunity because there's like 10 or 12 like vendors there, so you can kind of shop around, get some good goodies.
Perhaps for those unaware, so if you'd like to explain SCG Con.
Yes, it is Star City Games, which is a provider of cardboard crack, I guess. They range good old cardboard. They do Flesh and Blood. They do our favorite Magic the Gathering. I believe they have recently dipped into Pokemon because that used to not be on their site, but it's at least at the convention. And then they do...
It's like Riftbound as well.
Yes, the new League of Legends card game, Riftbound. And then one more that I'm forgetting, but who cares about it? At least not I do. Not
It's going to be at the...
it is the
it
Cintas
used to be
Center?
it used to be the convention center. It's now called the First Financial Center.
Oh, okay. So it's the same place I was thinking, but different name. So there we go.
Okay.
But yeah, so excited for that. just to kind of walk around. I used to compete in these, but I no longer have the competitive spirit, and I don't have the cards anymore. Is the other thing. Modern, I've been priced out, and that is okay. It happens.
That's magic.
Yes, that's magic. But yeah, but that's me. What about you guys? Any games? Any new games? Are we still Shifu?
Well, I do need to finish Shifu. I was getting wrecked, and I was like, I got to take a break. And that break was the Cyberpunk.
That's right.
Went on there. I did pick up a game I picked up a game called Graveyard Keeper.
Oh,
which is an old game apparently.
Right.
I didn't know that. It's essentially Stardew Valley, but like instead of all the good feelings of Stardew Valley, you are instead a person that died. You were hit by a car, but I guess you don't know it because you were isekai'd basically to another world, like a medieval world where you are now the graveyard keeper.
okay.
And so what happens is, the world is a messed up world, but like you are sent bodies that are dead.
Okay.
And you can get rid of them in like a couple of different ways. You can either bury them because you have to keep up the graveyard and the church. You also become like the pastor of the church.
Pulling double duty.
Yeah. Or you can cremate them. But you can also basically take all the organs and stuff out of them first.
Whoa.
And you start to like gain. There's a lot of stuff happening. Like there's a witch, but there's also like there's this village that you're in.
Okay.
There's also this place called the town, and
which is different than the village.
It's not. It's
okay.
like think of it as like an actual city.
Oh, okay.
And you're in a town, but
Gotcha.
the town is the village. The town would be bigger, but you can't see the town.
Okay.
Because you have to do all this work to even get a pass to go to the town. But the instant you try to go to the town, you're struck by lightning and you die. And it's determined that you actually cannot go to the town.
Oh, okay.
But so I'm like, why'd you even do that? You were going to just like tell me I couldn't go to the town anyway.
You can't go ever at all?
I don't know. So far, no.
And then
I die.
You wasted your money on a ticket?
No, you had to like, in order to get the ticket, you had to do some stuff for this like shady dude, which included like opening up like what looks like is going to be like, I had to get a Necronomicon for him, and we're on the way of getting him to be able to like use it to summon a demon.
Very cool.
But in order to do that, I have to like tidy up his like lair with like skulls and like crossbones and stuff to make it like
edgy enough for him to be
able to do, including like fountains of blood and stuff, so he can summon this demon.
Freddy Krueger.
And then there's also like
He's right.
yeah, everyone pretty much has their like own like little backstory that they're trying to like do some shady stuff.
Okay. Any romance, or is it
No.
Oh,
not a dating sim?
So not that part of the Stardew Valley. Speaking of, did you see that they had the new? I guess the update hasn't happened yet, but
Clinton. Yes, Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very excited for that. And then I think another farm type is getting added.
I think so, but I don't think he said what the farm type was yet.
I think there's still some time. And then Haunted Chocolatiers, I think, still a ways away.
Yeah.
Haunted Chocolatiers.
Yes. So he's it's Eric Barone, aka Concerned Apes, second game, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying I guess. It is his second game. So same creator of Stardew Valley. The longest way to say that. It's Haunted Chocolatiers. So it's I think it's still a familial chocolate factory shop thing. But then, you got to fix up your chocolate shop to then like buff up the town. But then it is haunted, as the name gives it away. So you got to do some things for that.
I think one of the ghosts are like helpful or something. Like
that. I think that sounds right. So it's not like a negative
But not
haunting.
all of them.
Maybe.
I mean, like in Stardew Valley, you fight monsters, so
Yeah.
I assume some of that is going to be happening.
Right. There's probably going to be some sort of combat.
That's what I've been up to.
Nice. And yourself, sir?
Not much. I am backlogged on games. I've got
That's a good place to be.
Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day, you know, once I start, I've got a lot of stuff to go into. There's still Silent Hill F I haven't touched. Visage I haven't touched. Although I did start another side scroller called Neva.
Never have I ever?
Sorry. Never have I ever. It's a side scrolling like platforming game where you play as, I really don't know what she is. Mm-hmm. There's not much dialogue in the game. I think it's going to be one of those what does it remind me of? Like a Metroid. There's like no one's talking really.
Sure.
The only thing that's ever said is Neva, and that's the name of your little dog.
Oh.
So the game starts off, you're this woman who's super badass, I guess, and she has a sword, and you don't really know why. The way that the game is animated is super cool. But she has two dogs. She has this really big ass dog, dude. It's like bigger than her.
It's like a big white dog, right?
He has a big white dog, and there's a smaller one. But the game starts off, and immediately off the rip, in the first opening cutscene, before you even get control, this like shadow-like entity covers the world and then kills that big dog. And then so you only have the little one. And then so now you're just like taking care of that.
Sad.
Yeah, dude.
I thought the trailer made it seem like the big dog like died, but then became the small dog. She just had two dogs to begin with.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure the cutscene starts off. You have that small dog, and the bigger dog is a separate thing,
Separate dog,
separate entity. Yeah. So that opening is.
So I guess the small dog
sad.
will eventually become another big dog.
That's what I'm
hopefully.
thinking.
That'd be sick.
Like, it would kind of suck that it just stayed like a small dog. And like,
you got a Chihuahua and a Great Dane.
Also, I did go back because I totally forgot there was the DLC for Shinobi, Art of Vengeance.
Ooh.
And so did the Sega Bosses DLC that ends with you fighting Dr. Eggman. And then it opens up, you fight Dr. Eggman.
That's crazy.
Dr. Robotnik, if
yes.
only lived into the 90s.
Obby Kentober? Anyway,
what?
too much Sonic lore. That's his
his
pre-Eggman name when he was a good guy. Obby Kentober.
I had no idea.
You don't need to know. It's Sonic.
But I guess Sonic doesn't. Well, I suppose it depends on what media you're consuming. But when I'm playing the games, you're never really getting much of those details, right? But the DLC was super fun. It does kind of get crazy because after you beat that, it then gives you like the ultimate boss run option, which is going through. So there's now three boss run options.
Boss runs plus like the three.
That's
which actually ends up being 4 because you fight Dr. Eggman / Robotnik twice. So there's, I think, a total of 12 boss fights, and they never give you life.
Yeah,
ever, at any point.
It's just
the
one
only
run.
thing you have, I think, is like the ninpo. Like there's a ninpo ability that you can do to heal yourself. So maybe you can build up your meter to do that. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, dude,
you gotta have the time to.
Yeah, man, you gotta like your timing has to be on point.
Yeah,
I think to make it through all 12 bosses.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
doing
me. That. Yeah, it's a wrap. Signed, sealed, delivered, bro.
I'm not yours in this case. But
brutal.
With that, we're
off to brain teaser.
We are off to our brain teaser.
Is this a Damon original?
This one is not a Damon original.
Okay.
This is a Reddit original.
You don't get back to
it.
Get some weeks off.
Yeah, I just needed I needed
a reset.
A reset.
Yes.
So that I could come up with some.
Sure.
Because
did we disappoint you with Batman and Robin?
No.
Okay.
Because I actually realized I omitted a part that would have probably made it a lot easier.
Wow. Controversy. Our first controversy.
A little bit of controversy. Like, I didn't even realize, like, when I was saying it, that, like, I was actually skipping over. Because of how I have my stuff formatted, sometimes, like, with all those names, and because I have the name, like, of the character that I'm using, plus the name of the actor, plus the name of the character that they are in the movie.
Sure.
And the movie name.
Yeah.
So that I can tell you
what it is once it's done. Yeah.
So, like, it was a flat thing, and, like, I think, so there was a part where it was, like, in the puns, the puns, which I think would have immediately, because that preceded the Arnold needs to shut up part. And I think that would have probably gotten you on there, but I missed it because it was in this jumble of words that I put with, like, Uma Thurman and Michelle.
Chill. Look at the dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
Ice Age. But today we are doing one of our old school ones, which is I pulled a poorly explained film plot from the Reddit of a similar the Reddit subreddit of a similar name, and the boys here got to figure out what it is. Didn't do so well last week, but that's mostly because the clue was not all that good, which it's not supposed to be. This one I don't think is going to be either.
Ooh.
Actually, I don't even know. I don't think you've seen this movie.
Off to a great start.
And as a result, I'm mostly using it because I think we should maybe watch it.
Ooh. Okay.
But in this film, it's a classic millennial film about a young boy and his dog showing the world his dog's unexpected talents.
Millennial?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Air Bud?
It's not Air Bud.
Millennial. Because it can't be John Wick, right? Because the dog's dead.
That's true. Yeah, he dies in the first movie, right? He's got a dog. He killed John Wick's dog.
Mm-hmm.
A young boy.
Yes.
A young boy. I'm sorry, is this boy human?
Yes, the boy is human.
Okay. I feel like, I don't know, I just see do something slick there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No,
I'd be like, it's a mouse or some shit.
It's more about the dog than the human.
More about the dog. Is it Beethoven?
I'm about to say Free Willy, dude. I don't know why I was going to say that, dude. Like, that's a whale.
It's a whale.
Whale's gonna be a
So
dog.
it's not Beethoven.
Not Beethoven. Okay. Not Old Yeller.
No, not Old Yeller.
Plenty of millennials and old. Just like there are dogs in Free Willy.
Yep. Well, I guess I took millennial as like this is a movie millennials like saw, or my
Not that the actor's a millennial, or that the character in the movie is a millennial.
It is a millennial movie because of when it takes place.
I'm still confused.
So it could have been a movie made in like the 70s, but technically take place when it's
No, it's like the same way that like Airborne is a millennial movie, or Air Bud is a millennial movie
okay.
because of when it came out, not so much like the story itself.
Okay.
So like maybe in the 90s.
It came out in 1989.
Oh. Well, I don't know nothing from when I was born.
What is the
3 minutes.
the one where he's riding the thing and then
E.T.?
no, it's the Never-Ending Story.
That's what I was like writing the thing. I was thinking of Never Ending Story. That's a dragon.
Okay.
So it is an actual dog, though.
It is a
dog.
dog.
It's a dog.
It is a specifically. It is a bull terrier.
A bull terrier.
I didn't say Cujo already, did I?
No.
You did not.
Is it Cujo?
It's not Cujo.
Okay.
Pet Sematary came out in the 70s. I think.
Man's Best Friend.
No.
A No Way Home. Wait, that's Spider-Man.
What'd you say about Pet Sematary?
Didn't that come out in the 70s?
No,
it came out in the...
But I didn't say Pet Sematary. I wasn't offering that up. You mentioned Pet Sematary.
Because you said Cujo.
Yeah, which is a movie, right?
Yeah, well...
Or are you saying that the Cujo, the dog was named Cujo
in Pet Sematary.
But there is a movie called Cujo.
I think now.
That was like in the, early to mid-90s, I think.
I think you think in Pet Cemetery.
Nah, dude, there's a
I
movie
think
called
this is
Cujo.
a Freddy Krueger situation.
Nah, dude. I'm gonna look this up, but minute and 50 seconds.
You didn't ask
Is
me
it animated? Or
It is live action.
Live action.
I'll take it back. Cujo is a movie.
Okay.
It was in 83.
There you go. Because that's the one where it's another dog that gets shot, right?
We don't know.
I don't
rabies
know.
or something?
Cujo dog is all I know, the reference.
I thought you guys haven't asked me because you've made the assumption that it's a millennial because of the Millennium movie. You didn't ever ask me the genre.
Oh.
What's the genre?
It is a fantasy horror.
Horror. Oh, Nightmare... No, it's live action. Fuck. I was like, I got it.
What are you about to say?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Before Christmas because of Zero.
Oh.
Where's... what?
There's also comedy in it.
Comedy horror.
Show this dog. The movie more about the dog.
Is it like a zombie dog?
It's not a zombie dog.
Okay.
Horror. Oh, man.
In 89?
Mm-hmm.
89 horror movie.
Is the funny intentional? Is it intentional funny?
It's a dark humor.
Dark humor. Man. Looks like you're right again. Unless you got something.
No.
Okay.
That's okay. I did not expect you to get this one at all, because I don't think you ever heard of this movie. It is 1989's Baxter.
Baxter?
Yes. It is
There's no way in hell I would have ever guessed that.
Oh, Baxter.
Yeah.
It is a French film directed by
French?
Boivin.
Wow. Wow.
About a sociopathic dog named Baxter, a bull terrier. The movie is through his point of view.
Oh.
And the young boy in it is a boy that so he's originally taken to a young, old lady.
Okay.
But he hates the old lady.
Sure.
And he sees this boy that he decides that he wants to befriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the boy has neo-Nazi sympathies.
Oh. Is that the horror or?
No, the dog has got some issues.
Okay. And so you want to watch this movie?
I think it'd be funny to watch.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this boy has neo-Nazi sympathies?
Yes.
I mean, I guess, it's his parents. We can maybe give him a pass if he learns from his mistakes.
I don't know. We'll have to see the movie first.
Yeah, true.
Yep, that was.
There we go. Back-to-back L's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I hate to see it. We'll come back stronger.
You will. I got faith in you guys.
Thank you.
On these next coming ones.
I appreciate it.
But
You gotta have faith.
that moves us on to our.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Sweet emotion. I think that's all I can sing before we get copyright.
Yeah, which apparently was a big thing for them. I guess that's
Oh,
that's
really?
where a significant portion of their budget went to.
Wow.
It
was
has
the
to.
music.
Right, to the
yeah,
music, yeah.
true. Sure.
Like, it's every big song of that.
Yeah,
like,
that era.
That era.
Yeah, they really just crammed it all in there.
So there are, I reeled in two synopses for this film.
okay.
Main reason being because the first one I usually get from Rotten Tomatoes, and sometimes the Rotten Tomatoes synopsis is a little interesting because it feels like whoever wrote it
Had a little fun with it.
had a little fun with it. Or maybe they were like eating dinner or like cooking dinner and they were just like watching it from their kitchen while the TV was on in the living room. Because here's the yeah, exactly, dude. Like, here's the Rotten Tomato. And I want you guys to tell me why you think it doesn't fit.
Okay.
Right? This coming-of-age film follows the mayhem of a group of rowdy teenagers in Austin, Texas, celebrating the last day of high school in 1976. The graduating class heads for a popular pool hall and joins an impromptu keg party. However, star football player Randall Pink Floyd has promised to focus on the championship game and abstain from partying.
Did they watch the movie?
Meanwhile, the incoming freshmen try to avoid being hazed by the seniors, most notably the sadistic bully Fred O'Banion. Now, that last sentence, okay.
They nailed it.
But it's
you,
really...
like, missed the integral
Thank you.
part of the
Thank
entire
you.
Right.
story.
That's kind of the only story they have is that he wants to do drugs and party.
He's literally
Or I guess
shown
he doesn't
doing it
want to
the entire movie.
conform to their ideals, I
Yeah.
guess was his real issue.
They really must have been working on that rice-a-roni during those parts.
Oh, it's burning shit. So I guess before you read, I guess maybe we should read the second synopsis. But that was legitimately the graduating class, or
No,
they
they
were
were
the upcoming.
becoming the.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I thought it
yeah.
was, and I was like, why would you give a shit if you were leaving to then haze freshmen? But
Yeah.
it's high school, and high school is forever, and we're invincible, and there
And
was
there's a
no
different
police.
generation, I guess,
That's
that
true.
they were covering.
Because then you were what?
Dude,
Tired.
man.
I
this whole
I
thing.
wrote
Yeah, it's crazy.
several times about cops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For them to show up at the very end
when they're just on.
Anchorman.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're trespassing, I guess.
They're doing
That's
like,
what you're
the most
getting at?
benign
This is when the
thing.
cops.
Not a bowling ball through the.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry.
No, dude, all
Second
good, all good.
synopsis.
So the second one, I think, is more succinct and just makes
Okay.
more sense.
Beautiful.
It's the last day of school at a high school in a small town in Texas in 1976. The upperclassmen are hazing the incoming freshmen, and everyone is trying to get stoned, drunk, or laid, even the football players that signed a pledge not to.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
That's great.
Where did they get Austin in the first one? Was it in Austin?
I don't know.
think it was... But I don't know. I don't know
But
if they ever...
because Austin would be too big of a city.
Well,
for
maybe not the 70s.
You think so?
76? I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Who's to say?
We also couldn't really tell the size or scope of the city.
Right, because you
Just-
saw a gas station, a pool hall, 2 houses,
Yeah, and a football
and then
field,
a
and a
football field,
baseball field, sorry.
baseball
yeah.
field, football field,
Oh, yeah, and a football field, sorry, yeah.
and I guess a
Yep.
school. 6 locations.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
But before I get into my little part, I do want to definitely say that even the reason we're watching this movie, I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Van Solo.
Van Solo!
And Solo.
He happened to give a recommendation for this on our Airborne, So What the Hell Was. And I was like, he gave 2. It was I think it was Dazed and Confused and Hucklebuck, and I was like, I've already seen Hucklebuck, but I hadn't seen Dazed and Confused.
You haven't seen? Okay.
So
Good to know.
he's like, you should definitely
I have,
see this one. And I was like, I know it's the whole all right. But that's about as much as I knew about it.
Yeah, but not to incriminate myself, I was also dazed and confused when I saw it the first time. So we were going back to be like, oh shit, this actually happened.
The movie definitely makes it seem like it's meant.
Yeah, it's one of those.
For you to be?
It's a
But is released September 24th, 1993, with a budget of $6.9 million. Box office of $8.26 million. Or $8.2 million, I'm sorry. 94% versus 90% critics, audience, Rotten Tomato. 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb and a 3.9 out of 5 Letterboxd. I did note that it was very interesting how close the scores are for this and A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. And this is more of a cult classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yes,
is it, so I guess, do these numbers pull, it's just like of all time? I guess for like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'd be interested to see like what it was at.
Like at its point.
Right, at release.
Probably not too well.
Right.
It didn't do very well in theaters, as we can see by the
There we
8.2 mil box office. It opened at 36 that month. Top movies were The Fugitive, Striking Distance, The Man Without a Face, The Good Son, and Hard Target.
Wow, The Man Without a Face and Hard Target. Oh, boy.
Other movies that were still out were Jurassic Park, True Romance, Sleepless in Seattle, Free Willy, and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Robin Hood, okay.
And also to note, when this episode releases, it will be 50 years and 3 days to the day of the time that this movie takes place.
Yes.
So close. If only we released on a
Friday? Thursday, I think it is.
Thursday?
May 28th.
That'd be May 28th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to do quick math and it failed. I'm sorry.
Dude, man.
So I guess just to get it out in the start, nothing really happened in this movie. Do you guys feel that way? It's one of those? Okay.
100%.
And I could tell partway through that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, then I'll take that out of my
Right.
equation for this movie.
Yeah.
Once I realized there's no true plot and it's just following a day in the life of these people, that I was like, okay, I can take it as is.
Yeah.
And be like, perfectly fine. I will ask, I know that school gets pretty lax in May, but was school happening? Had they already were
Who's
they
to
just
say?
I've never seen school be that lax on the last day of
Right,
school.
because the
I've never
seniors
seen it.
were, I guess the only way it would make sense is if the high school let out before the middle school, which...
Because they just got in the car and left.
Right.
And they came back, didn't they?
Came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed school was still happening. I mean, like Pink was just walking around, and then his teacher was like, "Yeah, gonna come to class today?"
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, I guess I'll come in."
Right. But then that also, was that even a teacher? Because
that was
Yeah, but she was that
walked up to
teacher.
the door and was like,
Oh, that's right. Because then she's like something about, which was very poignant. I forget what her point was of just like, oh, it was something about 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like
like
when
when you
you're-
don't remember what you're like, don't forget what you're celebrating.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was the redhead that came to the door for some reason. And so I was, anywho.
The redhead being is
I
that
also want to
Marissa
note,
Ribisi?
there are
Yes.
so many characters in this movie.
Yes.
I will not be keeping track of who is who.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be
I did
naming them
not.
by like descriptions.
It was at the end of the movie when they went through the credits. I was like, oh, that's that person's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only people I can
No.
remember are O'Bannon,
Yep.
Floyd, Wooderson. I believe that's
Oh, sure. The one black guy. Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. You got more than I did.
Mitch,
Oh, sure. And then
the
Mitch and
the
Carl
freshman,
were the two because they just said their
Mitch was
names
the
so many
yeah.
times, and then it
Yeah.
would pan to them. I'm like,
and,
oh, okay.
and his
this is
sister
Mitch.
Jody. Now that I remember.
Oh, sure.
And the more we talk about it, the more
I'm starting to remember,
Yeah,
but like
right.
you said, the redhead, and I was like, I know her. But
Yes.
that's as far as
Cynthia
I think
Vega?
Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia
Cynthia.
Dunn. Cynthia Dunn. Yeah.
There you go. Not a true redhead, I think was
I
unless
don't know. I saw
she's
pictures of her.
changed.
She was blonde.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
And I was actually, I was like, "Who is she in the movie?"
Yeah.
And then they showed her. I was like, "The redhead."
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, it's man. So many. I was reading that Richard Linklater. So he's the guy who also directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High, right?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of talent that guy has found.
Mm-hmm.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Because Fast Times at Ridgemont High, I don't know if it was all of the debuts of these folks here, but they are featured in that film. Sean Penn, Forrest Whitaker, Nicolas Cage. You know, and that's just like, that's not even,
That's only three.
I think, what is her name? Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think. And then you flash forward, a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck.
Here he is, Ben Affleck, Matthew
Matthew
McConaughey,
McConaughey.
Parker Posey.
Yep. Even Anthony Rapp, who I knew he looked familiar. So that is the guy who was in Rent.
Is that Tony?
Yes. Who was talking to the incoming freshman.
I'm starting
The
to
blonde-haired
remember
guy.
names. Sabrina.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Amazing. So, do we know his age?
I assume he's 18 in the movie. Or no, maybe he's probably 17 because they're becoming seniors.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But okay.
Because
It's-
he's talking to
and
incoming freshman.
that
a child.
is very
Okay. I got the heebie-jeebies, and I just wanted to confirm
well.
with you guys
I think it's one of those things though, like
of the times.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or-
Because there would only be 3 years separating.
yeah, because it's because yeah, like a senior dating a freshman is kind of what it will ultimately boil down to, at least the following school year.
Sure. But still, I don't know.
But I think
guess
what
that's a
makes it
personal
feel
thing.
really weird is because the actor himself
Didn't look
appears
35.
very,
Yeah.
and that's what really, because there's also the way that his character carried himself.
Yeah.
Because we all know that a lot of those actors are much older than the characters they're going to be playing. A lot of them, I guess, were like late teens, though. I think when the movie came out, like I think even Cynthia was I think,
really?
19 years old during the filming of the film.
Okay.
So like, she was only a couple years removed, right, from high school herself.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Anthony Rapp just came off to me as like a 29, 30-year-old dude.
He just looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, it was the glasses and the hair that I was like, you're going to eat
It's
this
also
poor girl.
interesting because of his like wardrobe choice of like the tucked in like
Yeah.
like tight t-shirt with
He was
the-
giving John Lennon. I think
long
that's why.
slacks.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, because I'm like seeing him, then I'm thinking John Lennon, then I'm thinking, but I was like, well, you would have been much older. And so obviously, Anthony Rapp, you're John Lennon.
It is interesting that you talk about like feeling like an ick from that because like he's supposed to be the teenager, but then like
Sorry, I don't know if the mic caught my stomach gurgle.
we look at Matthew McConaughey, who is supposed to be the creep because
Oh,
he
sure. I
is
mean,
supposed to be that
Yeah.
like older person who's like now hanging out with like teenagers,
Right.
But
We
like
were going to get to him for sure.
but instead you're like looking at like Tony, he's
Yeah.
supposed to be a teenager. You're like, There's something off there.
They're both, yeah, for sure. Not a lot of good. Because then the other thing that, like, I guess non sequitur, Pinkerton's, like, infidelity. Like, they never really.
Pinkerton?
Oh, is that the Pink Floyd? The Pink, yeah. Mr. Star.
Yeah, because the movie opens with him. I think he's shown making out with Simone.
Yes.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
And then.
Then
Jody,
Jody pops up and and it's interesting because at the party, Jody herself, she's like, "Don't you have a girlfriend?"
Right.
I'm like, "Jody, you initiated
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so confused when she said that. I was like, didn't you just...
You dragged him over there and did that, and then gonna call him out? Like, what? And then you leave, and now he's looking for you. And he's like, I guess you ain't around, so go back to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Is it even his girlfriend, though? Because, like, why was she... I feel like after they separated in the beginning of the movie, that any time, and though it was brief, anytime they would interact with each other, she had this look on her face as if, like, she was just pissed off at him. But we never saw, like, a fight happen that would make her...
I think it's like change. At the start, I think she wanted him to be like, "Oh, I'll hang out with you" or whatever. But then it's like, "Oh, I'm
boys."
Yeah, like I'm gonna get cut up with the guys, so I'll just meet you there or whatever. Or yeah.
There's a lot of homies over hoes in this movie.
Yes, yeah,
and
that's
that should have been the Rotten Tomatoes.
You should have just said homies over hoes.
Homies over hoes. Last day of school.
It's very interesting because when they're at like the dance, and my boy is getting
dude, he's macking. Yeah, he was.
And they just yank him out of there.
Yeah. Because I love how they were like, "Oh, you're not good." I was like, he was
there
in there. Yeah, he was
like
set up for
like
success.
She got upset that he left.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like she was doing it out of pity or anything.
No, they were having a fun time. It was both consensual.
So I know we didn't know each other, obviously. So for those who are watching who don't know, we all met each other in different phases of our lives. And also age difference. So since we're 7 years apart, we didn't get a chance to go to high school together. We'll never have that experience. But I do want to tell you right now, my friends, if I ever walked into a room and saw you doing the Mac attack, I would not be pulling you away from that.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I would not be doing that to you.
The only reason I would is if I knew, like, who you were with was no good.
That's fair.
That's the only reason I would do it.
Yeah.
But, like, if I don't know her, I mean, I'm like, hey, man, do your thing.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna head out.
Dang. Hey. Stop! No, man. No, come. We're about to go just walk around ambiguously to nowhere.
Because that's what did they go do?
Nothing.
They got jumped.
I think they're I think they knew about the party.
Oh, that's okay. That's what they were trying to get to.
Yes, but they never got there, and instead ended up running back into Mitch.
Yeah,
but it's funny because like I'd be hella pissed if you yanked me away from being with a girl
just
only for me to be the one
to get spanked. Yeah, like. Wow, what a night.
Like, I would be helping them find you.
Yeah, like, oh, they're right over there behind the shed. It's their turn.
That ain't happening. No.
Man.
What a time.
Yeah, dude, what kind of... I had in my notes, like, what kind of world is this? Like, it made me so curious.
Where are the adults? Where is any adult
like
that doesn't have a gun,
one part, like, there are 2 times adults appear, and then both times they actively do stop crazy things from happening.
I get,
but then, like, obviously she stops the hazing from happening, even though, I mean, damn, a gun.
Yeah,
it's a little wild of a thing to pull
shotgun on.
It's Texas.
It is. And then when, I think his name was Max, I can't remember, but when his parents were like, okay, party's happening, we're not going anywhere.
We're not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then people keep coming up to the door, and he's like, like, oh, we weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah. And then
I think that guy's Pinkerton. That's why they're... Because there is a character named Pinkerton. I think
is there?
Pinkerton is the guy who was originally going to be hosting the party. But the kegs came too early, so his parents decided to stay. I think his name is Pinkerton. Sorry.
No, you're good. There is, like, the Pinkertons, which is, like, the police force or whatever.
We'll call them the police.
Oh, jeez.
No, that hazing stuff was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there was the guy with the gun after they were like destroying mailboxes.
Oh, yeah.
So I won't say he stopped from
that's true.
Because he added.
Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
True.
But I guess it was more of 3 instances of adults showing up in this.
Because I was like, when he popped up, I was so shocked
Yeah.
Because I was like, I had been like the movie felt like it was having tension.
Yes.
But not really having tension.
Yeah.
Because nothing was really happening. So I was like, it feels like tension is building up. And then that dude just pops up. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then like he makes them roll down. And he's like, you hit my. I thought he was the dude that they threw the
bowling
ball into.
Yes.
And it turned out he was just the dude that saw them hit his mailbox.
Yeah.
Got into his car.
Yeah.
And somehow was just following them at some high enough speed that we as the audience
didn't see.
Never saw, and they never noticed until it was too late. And then I was like, oh, somebody about to die here?
Yeah.
I guess he missed every single shot like a stormtrooper. And they just got on about their business.
Let's go to the pool hall, man.
I'm loving that we're starting to have callbacks to our earlier episodes. But yeah, dude, there was so much going on. It's funny because the movie does present itself as if it's like a bunch of separate stories that will eventually weave themselves together.
Yeah.
Almost kind of in like a fashion that might be somewhat similar to like a Weapons, to where you have all of these separate threads, and then they're starting off, and then you're starting to see as the movie goes on how they all intersect. But really, ultimately, the only intersection is, I suppose, the party at the water tower at the end.
Yeah.
But I really truly did feel, though, that as the film started, that the whole movie was going to be built around, at least a significant portion of it was going to be built around Mitch trying to avoid O'Banion and a lot of the other football players.
Yeah.
And then when 30 minutes into the film, after the baseball game wraps,
they're just hanging out.
I'm like, well, where's the movie go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen?
I think it just at that point, it was like coming of age time.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
you're just seeing like a coming of age, but like between the two, like between Mitch and Randall.
Yeah.
Happening.
Sure.
But it was just interesting because I thought that too, that was just going to be a running thread. Mm. And I mean, I guess them chasing people was a running thread. It just was that like they got Mitch out of the way so early.
Yeah.
And then at that point, he was just like, all right, I'm one of you guys now.
Yeah. Which I mean, I guess I understand it's, like try not be the bigger person, but just like show that it doesn't like the whole, I guess, anti-bullying of it all of just, make sure
there's no big deal.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
You maybe, well, I guess he maybe could break a tailbone. Anyway.
Yeah, plus he was, I mean, like he's young. So he's impressionable enough that he's like, well, I still want to be like you guys.
Yeah, sure.
So you're like extending me an olive branch. So,
But I guess he was really hanging out with the quarterback who really didn't do anything to him. So I guess that's where it intersects. But yeah, it was it was set up to be this like Pulp Fiction thing, and then it's just like, what happens?
Yeah.
Kind of nothing, which I guess is small town living in Texas. So what else do you do but go to the pool hall?
And I like that you mentioned Pulp Fiction, because I wrote that it feels almost Quentin Tarantino-esque, because it is just all conversation. It's just,
sure. Yeah.
People talking.
It's just all dialogue.
Yeah. And randomly running into each other. Like the town felt so small just because they would be driving cars and they would just look over at a stoplight, and then it's like, oh, here's my pier at school. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're gonna do a beer run later. You should join us.
We're grabbing
no
beers.
cell phones, no communicating where this is going to be. Maybe it's just all telepathy that they're communicating.
Yeah, you just. Have
I mean,
to
plus they probably would all be hanging around like the same area
because it was the fast food joint seemed to be like a big hub of communication.
But but the weird thing is like the pool hall, because it's one of those things that makes me. Again, I kind of wish that I could just go back in time to see what it was like for teenagers and stuff like that. Like, as a teenager myself, though, not like as a grown-ass man. Because what I mean is like...
just out here watching kids.
Because we know what our experience is like being in high school.
Sure.
And, of course, when we're watching this, there's so much, like, technology they don't have. And so there's this part of me that longs for that, to where it's just, like, people hanging out and having conversations with each other. Like, looking each other in the eyes when they're having a conversation, rather than... 75% of it being from here, and knowing what that world was so different. But in my mind, I always associate pool halls with like seedy characters and like people being like drunk.
Mr. McConaughey. So I guess.
But like all these teenagers.
Yeah, but like biker.
In. Yeah. Like, I shouldn't say seedy characters, but like basically adults who can drink, who can like.
Shoe pool as like a hobby after work.
Not 16 and 17-year-olds going there and hanging out. I'm like, that.
But I guess
I don't think the adults in this town care.
No,
I don't think there are adults, but there's like 6.
I mean,
it's like the Jimmy Neutron movie.
That gas station attendant so
Oh my gosh.
dear to a clear child.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
like
Oh, you're 18,
like,
right? Yeah, for sure.
I was like, why'd you even ask the question? Because like
Because you got to get it on tape, on record that you asked.
because
I guess.
he just took it. He was like, sure. All right, here you go, man. I was like,
Yeah.
like he looks nothing like an
Right.
18.
Yeah. He looks like a child.
Yeah, and especially because if this is 8th grade going into freshman year, like I know personally, where my birth rate sits is in the summer, so I would have been 13 years old on my last day of school in 8th grade.
Yeah. Yep. Going just buying a sixer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like even
yeah.
other people were surprised he got it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
they
true.
let you get that?
It's like, of course, man.
I'm just.
I'm just super cool.
I also love how he like started taking on like
Their mannerisms.
Yeah,
for sure.
Further on.
Yeah.
Adopting what Wooderson said about like he just like basically took everything about I'm working now for the city.
Working for the city. Yeah. Yep.
And I just like he really reminded me of like me as that like kid.
Oh, sure. Like
Because,
hanging out with
like,
the older crowd.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember having times where I was like hanging out with like cousins or and being in places that I probably shouldn't be and doing things that I definitely shouldn't have been doing, but doing them because I was like these people like older and I want to be like the older kids.
Yeah.
And being able to just have an adventure that occurs because I'm with people
Right place at the right time.
Be
Yeah.
doing. And it's like, oh, dude, that's nostalgia.
That's the coming of age for sure.
And so we get essentially to. So I'm assuming the kegger was all the kegs that they were supposed to have at the house party.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even
a
think
good
about that, dude. Yeah.
point.
Because the
I don't
dude that was
know.
delivering them recognized, like he was like, okay, I shouldn't be here. Because
Yeah.
you clearly should not be having these kegs. But like, I'm assuming he didn't just cancel it, and he probably just went to him later. And I think that was what him and Wooderson were like trying to plot throughout the movie before they finally got it. And they're like, oh, we're gonna be doing it out.
The Moontower.
Yeah. And they just drive around in different cars, be like, party at the Moontower later, be there.
And I, again, having not
Very
seen
good.
this movie before, and still kind of thinking that there was going to be plot,
Something happening.
I assumed that we were leading to a car accident.
Oh.
Because there was so much just reckless driving in cars.
Yeah. There
that
should have
I
been a
was
car
like,
accident.
Like a car accident must be
Or
coming somewhere, right?
The police should have intervened.
Or that the police should finally pop up and say something to somebody.
Yeah, not just,
Oh, man.
what do you think coach will think of you on the field?
Good grief. But it's like her, Simone said, so Randall's girlfriend says at the end of the movie, it's like, why are you...
You guys
it
are
was something
kings.
about,
Like, you're going to get away
like,
with it.
exactly.
And it's exactly what happens.
Literally, absolutely.
Because he essentially tells his coach, like, fuck off, I'm not doing what you tell me. And then nothing happens of it. So they go get Aerosmith tickets.
Yeah. And then the movie just ends with, it's like, because you watch it and it's so weird, man, because I'm watching it and this is the second time I've watched it. I think I've seen it before. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before, but like a little bit patchwork, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like bits and pieces.
Yeah. And now I'm watching it in its entirety from beginning to end. And it's like, I am enjoying myself, but what is the point? Like, what is the point?
And
But
maybe
then
that's the point.
Exactly. Finally, I think it's kind of like what you said also earlier, where you're like, I don't think there is one. So I need to just like sit back and let myself melt into it.
Yes, sir. Also, why would you... What about anybody at that party said they will break up a fight if I start one very quickly?
No, that's, I don't know what that was all about.
Like, they clearly look like they would either jump in and fight.
Or just form a
Or
ring
just
and watch you
let
get your
you-
ass beat. Yeah. Which is kind of what happened.
Yeah. Until, who is it, Randall and Wooderson?
Yeah, I think
Randall
so.
stopped a lot of people. He was
was
coming in to try to protect.
Yeah, he
So I gotta give him
was
his
playing our
credit.
good guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also like, why? I mean, maybe this was just the neuroses of that character. Like, why did it matter? Like, you kind of got big dogged. Like, let it go. Like,
That's the thing. He couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And I think I understand because like that trio was supposed to be like the the outside trio, right?
Sure,
the ones who,
like the nerds.
Like they feel like they aren't accepted, so the opposite of doing that is to judge everybody.
Sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
And so you finally are essentially kind of like accepted into like the group in a sense because you're invited to this party.
Yeah.
And like now he almost feels vindicated in a way of having avoided these people, because I don't even think he was saying anything to them, and they were just walking
I forgot
past.
to rewind to see if he actually said anything.
Yeah, I forgot to as well, because I was like, I don't think he said anything.
Yeah.
And then you just blew up in his face. So now he has just gotten big dogged.
Yeah.
And I think that was a blow that he did not want to have to take.
Yeah, sure.
And so he thought to himself, how do I get my lick back on this?
Yeah.
And of course, the dumb thinking that I'll just punch him.
Yeah.
And then they'll pull us off of each other.
Yeah.
No, that's
that's
not going to happen. So then he got double big dogs. Just getting
walloped.
I do wish now that I rewind to that part, because I didn't hear him say anything either. And so when he brings it up, I'm like, I don't remember. And I forgot to hit rewind. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did say something, because his character talks so fast.
Yeah.
And would talk at a level where it was almost kind of like most of what he was saying that he wasn't really confident if he should be saying it to begin with.
Kind of like under his breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. He could have. I mean,
yeah.
I actually wouldn't put it past him to have said something.
Yes.
But the way that he reacted after they talked, after he got
made it seem
like he didn't say anything, and he didn't seem like he's that type of person to be like I think he would have been like, no, I didn't say anything, in like a more like sarcastic kind of tone. But he seemed genuinely like, I didn't say anything. Like, what is this all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part was. So it's like, okay, we finally got a little bit of conflict, a little bit of friction happened.
Sure.
And now we're back to just everybody being like just real chill.
Yeah. And then the keg's done, I think, is like the next scene.
Just put the little
the cup
like a
on
hat
it.
and
Yeah.
just walk away. Man,
who cleaned that up? You know?
Ooh.
I mean, it's a good question considering the people that started it all left.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, like there are multiple scenes like in the morning. So
yeah, because it just kind of, I guess, not cuts to, but like it's the next bit is just Mitch and the girl just on. She was a sophomore, was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my other question was, how did they get to that field? Like,
she drove.
Okay.
She drove. I think she also drove him to the
moon,
to the
tower.
The Moontower.
Okay. The party. Because it was also just like kids stealing cars was another just thing.
They
that
were
just
switching
happened.
cars around so much. Like there's several times where Pink says he has a car, and I'm like, did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I think his.
The one time I saw a car that I think I saw you driving, I thought that was O'Bannon's car.
Yeah. Because it was like the almost, not a convertible, but it had like that really long trunk.
Yeah.
I think was his car maybe. But yeah, it was so hard to, so many moving pieces. But yeah, it was but Mitch and Carl, like that group, one of their friends, like it was like, oh, he stole his brother's car.
Oh, yeah.
So that they could like avoid getting.
I was trying to figure
smacked.
out why this group of kids was driving around.
Yeah.
Because I was like, who's the older person hanging with y'all? And then I was like, that's just another kid.
Yeah,
like
it's just another 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just Jeff. He just yoinked the keys, like, and he knows how to drive somehow.
Yep.
Like maybe.
And do we only see him behind the wheel? Do we ever see him out the
I don't
car?
think so. Because then because I don't think it's the taller kid when Carl and then Mr. Macattack are like leaving when they're leaving the Civic Center or whatever the heck the like little dance is. I don't think it's that same kid. I think it's like
because they're walking around because they don't have access to a car.
They don't have Jeff's older brother's car to.
So I don't know when Jeff just magically knows where they are and pops back up to come get them.
Yeah, because then it's like, I mean, maybe they said like 8:00, which is maybe why they were leaving. Maybe it's a very thin possibility, but yeah, so many just underage drivers, I think.
Underage everything. Literally underage everything.
There is no, I mean, with the exception of Wooderson, there is no of age anything happening in this movie. But that's what, I shouldn't say that's what should happen. Kids don't smoke
Yes.
and drink underage.
Let your brain
Especially
fully
in class,
develop.
because the movie, one of the opening shots is Slater sitting on a desk, smoking out of a bong. And
No, they
teacher's
weren't. They weren't smoking.
Oh.
They weren't smoking.
What are they doing?
He was just
he
making
was
the
he was
bong.
making the bong, and Slater was showing him that if he inhaled, that the air was not coming.
That his bong was bad.
Okay.
He had a bunk bong.
So they
Still
were,
kind of crazy to
But-
do, though.
Yes.
I mean, it is
that's
crazy to
wood
be just
shop,
sitting there
though.
watching
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
people make a bong, and, be
Yeah.
like, and then another person crafting a paddle, and he's like,
So
whatever.
many holes in that
Yeah.
paddle. Like
He's like, I gotta get
serious damage.
Also, football players, they were some of the most undersized people.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I was
Dude,
just
when they
like,
said that
oh.
Randall was the starting quarterback,
Yeah.
I'm like,
How?
what?
I was like, I get it, it's Texas, but you could have just made all these people baseball players, and you
And they
would
would've
have gotten
been-
the same
yeah.
like concept across, without making it look like a bunch of like quarterback twos are all somehow like
Yeah.
around each other.
Right. Because he was supposed to be varsity starting quarter, but apparently like so good that they had a chance at state also.
That,
So it's
that coach was devastated.
that was crazy.
Also, just kind of a weird thing to kind of base Randall's story around, like his story thread around, is like, oh, you gotta sign this paper. It's like, you could just sign it and still do what
Because
you
that
do.
was everyone else was just like, hey, I
yeah.
already signed this, but we're still out here boozing and doing drugs.
I think his whole thing was he also was just never sure of being on the football team. Something
Yes.
he
Yeah.
wanted to do
For sure.
and this just like presented a like ability out.
Yeah.
Until he was deciding whether or not to be with his friends,
Right.
who I think all were like not happy that he chose to do that, but I guess they couldn't. I mean, they really couldn't do anything about it,
Right.
even though like this would prevent them probably from hitting like going into state in their senior year. But I mean, it was his choice.
That's true. And you shouldn't, be shoehorned into a thing you don't want to do. Mm-hmm. Especially in high school.
Yeah. It shouldn't even be something that and this is me just judging it based off of my own high school experience, because I had not done that stuff, at least some of that stuff when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, you shouldn't even have to give them a paper about that anyway. Like, they're 15, 16, 17 years old. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta tell them,
Well,
hey, don't
I
drink
think-
it, don't do drugs. Like, I thought you just wouldn't have access.
Well, so I was going to say the caveat is, because I don't know if this is maybe dating my mother. I don't know if she was that. I'm not going to do the math. But the fact that you were able to drink at 18, I think, was the kind of litmus for all this, is that if you knew a senior, you had beer. Was
Okay.
kind of like the whole
Okay.
thing. So different now that the age is 21, so you'd need a whole adult to, well, I
Yeah.
guess.
I totally
Anyway.
forgot they said that.
Yes,
the
it was
drinking- That's what he
18.
asked in
Yes.
the convenience store. Like, oh yeah, aren't
You're
you
18. Yeah,
Mhm.
just graduated. So that is at least my caveat of why that they might have to have that.
Okay.
But
I mean,
it is
'cause,
crazy
I mean,
thing.
a senior like of a certain age,
Yeah.
would be able to drink.
Right. I mean, Ben Affleck's character failed. So, I mean, I don't think he was on the football team, but, he would have been old enough to buy beer.
What O'Bannon was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was
he
the
was-
purpose of his existence.
Just to terrorize children,
yeah,
I guess. And then yell
he
slurs,
ends up
I
becoming
think.
Freddy Krueger. Like,
I mean, he was
Oh,
really
no.
concerned about getting those children.
Yeah.
I think even like
Yes.
the rest of everybody else at that point was like, all right, we're done.
we did it.
Like,
Yeah,
we're
it was
just,
like that was
we just
the
want
Yeah,
to play
man.
pool and drink.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
so
Carl's
excited.
getting spanked backyard. back
oh,
there."
wait! Like, just runs out.
He's like, "Dude, you haven't got hit yet, right?
Ooh, we got cheery boys. Like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
like,
dude, come
oh.
on. Man.
It's crazy that he didn't question that this group of people all surrounding
Hadn't already-
with,
yeah.
with paddles didn't do anything yet,
Right.
but chose to wait and be like, hey man, go get O'Bannon real quick.
Yeah. Because then that is very true. Like, was that part of the plan? Like that the kids had was
Which means that they were all in on it.
Yes,
And
that's my-
crazy
yeah, I guess
to
that's
think
my
that
question.
they were
Yeah.
all in on it.
But if they were all in on it, that would mean, because it was sort of a conglomerate of like classes, right? Like,
yeah,
it wasn't
it
just
just
all
seemed
the
to be
8th graders
everyone,
going
yeah.
into freshman year. It was so people really just did not like O'Banion that much that even the people who were also probably considered upperclassmen just like, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go in on it.
I mean, yeah.
Probably. He didn't come across as like a...
Not at all.
That's very likely.
Not at all.
There we go. Any final thoughts?
It's I couldn't help but think about some of the coming of age movies that came out like during our time, like Superbad or oh man, what's that other one? I forget the name, but like other films in the 90s, and just like wondering what it must look like, you know, having seen that film for somebody who was actually graduating in 1976. Like, was there this nostalgia? Like, what did their soul feel like watching this? Was it this nice little slice of, yeah, life used to be like this? Because I'm sure that, like, as we get older, you know, if we do have another 20, 30 years and we look back at films and we see the coming of age films that are done in like the 90s and the early 2000s and whatnot, us like looking back on it like, man, life was really different. And just kind of wondering what that feeling is going to be like. Because I feel like that's something that I don't know, I've been thinking about a lot, of just what was my mom's experience.
Yeah.
Like, you know, doing something
For
similar.
sure.
Like when she was my age, going to the movies with her friends, what movies were they watching, and how unique and new did all those things feel, and you know, what was the feeling of like my grandparents, you know, everyone that you're close to, and what their coming of age story was. You know, so much of it I don't think we'll ever know. But it's always just kind of interesting to get this little slice of life to be like, this is what life used to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how true to life is the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people were making bongs and shop?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's the 70s.
That's true.
I did want to say that Richard Linklater made another movie called Everybody Wants Some that came out 10 years ago. It's not a sequel to this movie, but it is extremely similar to this movie. It's in 1980.
Okay.
And it's about a baseball, like a group of baseball players in college before classes start.
Okay.
So it's almost kind of like another coming of age deal. A lot of like partying, drinking, smoking, conversation, all that. Except like, I guess instead of coming of age, it's more like they just came of age.
Yeah, to be of age.
And stars Blake Jenner, Zoe Dutch, Glenn Powell, and Wyatt Russell.
Okay.
Wyatt Russell was young enough to be in a coming of age movie 10 years ago?
Well, I mean, they're of age. You're in college.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I don't know why you said that, and my mind for some reason still went to just like freshman, sophomore year. And I'm like, Wyatt Russell? Come on.
But this just seems, and it's also in Texas.
Oh wow.
He's like the John Hughes of Texas.
Yeah.
The Johnny Hughes of Texas.
That's accurate.
Well, guess it's about that time, folks. You know what to do. Grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your meat you're going to be slapping. And when I say slapping meat, I mean the meat you're going to use to make a beat. None of this is making sense. It is making sense to me, but none of it probably sounds good to you. That being said, how many...
Lucky number 11.
How many Panharmonicons this boy going to get?
Do you guys want to start?
You want me to start? I can start.
Yeah. Leave into it, boy.
4.5 out of 5 Panharmonicons for me. I'll just I'll read what I wrote.
Sure.
Yes.
I think time doesn't matter as much as we think, and the human experience is almost a timeless thing. This movie represents that extremely well. I did have a note earlier, which I didn't say in here, about why the 90s had such an obsession with coming of age in the 70s. And besides the obvious being that the people making the media at the time were likely coming of age during that period of time, I think it also is just that the experience is the same. A teen in 1993 probably had a pretty close experience shown like in the movie. As someone who came of age in the dawn of the digital age, my experience still wasn't all that far off. The movie stoked that nostalgia in me, and I'm glad that I watched it now rather than when I was 7 when the movie came out. Despite familiar faces in the film, it gave a proper sense of immersion, almost like my mind was watching memories play rather than watching a movie. Everyone acted very naturally, and I don't have much to say about like cinematography or color balance or writing. The movie is all vibes. And
Yeah.
I think once you as soon as I was able to just take that into account and be like, well, there isn't a plot. It's not going to be like a 3-part, like 3X. It is just a day in these kids' lives. And all right.
Wow.
Worked for
Yeah.
me.
I dig it. I like
Very
that.
beautiful.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I like that summary there, man.
Thank
I give it a 4. Yeah, it's. I think, like you were saying, it conjures up so many feelings. It makes me think about like my experience coming of age and growing up, and all of the stuff that felt so new and impactful. And because for those of you who don't know, like Dame and I grew up literally on like opposite sides of a bridge. Like we grew up in the same neighborhood. And by the time we started hanging out in high school, there's just a lot of memories there of just doing the silliest of things because we're kids and we can't, like, we're not old enough to go to bars. We're not old enough to do certain things. We're not old enough to drink. We're not old enough to smoke cigarettes. And even though I don't think any of us smoke cigarettes, but, just finding your own fun and like finding your own little slice of heaven in the city, just figuring out what you can do with your friends. It just conjures up so much of that, like these these memories and feelings that I hold so dear, you know. And you're watching these kids go through that, and there's also a sadness to it though, because you know it's this bygone era, and life will never be like that again, and that we've become so digital that it almost kind of seems impossible that we'll ever revert back to something where it just felt like where everything felt new for the first time. And I think that's kind of the part of the feeling that I miss. Because we're so exposed to so much all the time, 24/7, that things don't really feel new anymore. It just feels like it was always there. But yeah, I really do enjoy this film. I think it's done well in such a way that I don't think it needs a form. I don't think it needs like a central plot. Like Superbad is a coming of age film, but there is this, you do balance between other characters, but there's very clearly like a group that you're focused in on, and there is a endpoint. There is this like climax that you're building to. Everything is about going to this one party, whereas in this movie, it's like that plan honestly kind of gets disintegrated very early on in the film, and you're just watching people live. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, wow. Thank you for sharing. No, so I think that's a good point about Superbad, because I think in my brain that is at least the coming of age movie that has stuck with me. So I guess I'll give my number first. I went with a 3.5.
Okay.
Because I think it's still a good movie. Like, you know, it's a cult classic for a reason. But I think I was expecting a little bit more of a linear like story. So I think that's maybe the detractor for me. And having just really no consequences kind of felt a little like lackluster, where like I wish I don't wish ill on these people, but like at least, you know, a speeding ticket should have been like the bare minimum. So I wish there was a little bit more of an adult presence in this movie, even though it is a coming of age. And we did get a very sweet scene at the end of Mitch and his mom being like, "Oh, are you drunk right now?" And he's like, "Nah." Yeah. So it's like, okay, this is your get out. I thought it was very sweet. It was like, this is your one get out of jail free card. So I was like, okay. So it is, it did like there's to the feeling of these things have gone past and there's nothing like it. The freedom of the last day of school, I think, is something that is I have yet to find in adulthood, I believe. So there is. I mean, it's probably out there. Maybe when you retire, that's probably
maybe that's what it is.
That's maybe like a teacher.
Oh, there you go. And then you just always get a summer break. But I think that it did really kind of encapsulate the freedom of, you know, the start of summer. And I think maybe in a less digital age where it's really just like, you're just like, hey, I'm going to Janet's house, and then you're just gone until the morning, and that's, I guess, not okay, but like that's like they had no way of knowing where you were. Yeah, you were just, you know, you were gone until you came back. Yeah. So I think there was some points where if I had maybe been able to give myself over to just the dada of it all, of like there's no real point to it, maybe I would have enjoyed it. But I think the bits and pieces I remembered, I thought there was more of a like overall story.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, I do want to say real quick because you brought this up.
Sure.
In that, but the scene you mentioned between Mitch and his mom when he
Yes.
comes back home,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that you brought that up because like even in that scene, it makes me feel like when she sees him walking through the door, that she herself is also going through the memory bank of,
Sure.
I was there.
Yes.
I was that age.
Yep.
I made those mistakes, and so that the ease with which she approaches him with that, the love and care, but like still that sternness, because she knows, it's just, you're seeing the cycle just on and on and on. And I just think that's kind of cool. Because it's like, man, what was your last day of school like? When you were an upperclassman, 18 years prior, or however long it was, it just brings up all these questions, and it just makes me want to ask them questions about like, what was your life like? But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
I will say he burned his one get out of the jail free card far too early.
yes,
that's true.
For sure.
As a child,
Yeah.
Getting that done at 13, 14. When you're about to move into that high school
Right.
situation.
Yep.
I thought he was about to get a whooping.
Yes.
I think the black person in me thought like a belt was happening as soon as
Yeah.
he opened that door.
Because that was what his sister kind of. Well, I mean, it was the whole like, wow, mom would have like never let me do this or whatever. But yeah, there should have been maybe some discipline.
Also, she left the party and just went home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Kind of snitched on him a little, right? If I remember that.
Meanwhile, he was out to
The cows come
next
home.
day.
Yeah. Yes, literally. Yeah, sunrise.
Jeez.
But there we go.
Here we are. I will say, as far as consequences, before we do wrap it up, I want to make the assumption that the consequences all came after the movie.
Oh, that's fair.
And that we just
Because I mean, it was just a day, like
Because I mean, there is no way that Pink's parents are not just going to like, yeah, sure, throw it all away.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
We'll just let you do that.
Yeah. Or there was no police investigation for a bowling ball getting thrown through someone's car.
Yeah, that car's getting found.
Yeah.
But that was what we thought about Dazed and Confused. Let us know what you thought about Dazed and Confused, and I want to thank my boy Van one more time for
Thank you.
putting me on this movie, or at least making me want to watch the movie. I can see why it was brought up during a conversation on Airborne, just that kind of like coming of age concept. But let us know what you thought about it in the comments below. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't. If you enjoyed us, want more of us, hit subscribe and you'll get it. There's a ton of us here. A ton of us there. And if you are subscribed and you haven't yet, if you can hit the notification bell, it lets you know when we put out stuff. We were just talking about the fact that I do put out a post on what the next episode will be. You can know that then.
Yeah.
But you won't know it if you don't get notified of it.
There you go.
If you're on Spotify, feel free to comment. Let us know what you thought about Dazed and Confused. How many Panharmonicons you'd give it. Did it give you the nostalgic feels? Or did you think there's just no plot here? Either way, let us know. If you've been listening long enough, you'll get the ability to give us a rating. Give us a rating of 1 through 5 on how you feel about us. And above all else, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Panharmonicon Studios Presents
a movie podcast. Dude! Man!
See you later.
See you later. You're such a dork. Get you later. Get you later.
Catch you later. Yeah. And we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Catch you later. Hey. All right.
Man, someone's talking some reefer. Hey, man. Hey, slow down. Yeah, what's up? Hey, how's it going?